What's going on? Back again with another reaction video to Epic Rap Battles of History. Today we have Batman versus Sherlock Holmes, a battle of the world's greatest detectives. Both been called the world's greatest detectives in their own universe. Batman, DC, basically been said if you give him enough prep time, is very few people he couldn't figure out a way to defeat with enough prep time. Um, he's figured out how to take down some of the strongest villains and superheroes of the DC universe. Then you got Sherlock Holmes. Different versions of both characters. With Sherlock Holmes, you got the Robert Downey Jr. Version from the movies. The version from the books, the Benedict Cumberbatch version from the TV show. So it'll be interesting to see if they use just one version of each character or kind of mix it up all together. But as far as who I'm leaning for, you see I got the Batman shirt here, but I'm a fan of Sherlock Holmes too, so it just gonna depends who has the better lines. I wonder if they're gonna bring in because Sherlock Holmes pretty much always has Watson with him, and Batman has Robin. So I wonder if it's gonna be a dynamic duo versus dynamic duo type thing too. But I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Sherlock Holmes!
Oh, there's Watson already. He looks so
Nice
funny.
hat, dork. You look like a duck. I had Alfred read your books. He told me they suck. I'll crush your British nuts until they're
Why he sound like a jock, man?
Better detective work in Tango and Cash. You jump, I kick punks like you off the streets. While you and Velma here solving Scooby-Doo mysteries. Nothing makes me laugh, but I bet your raps can. So bring it on, bitch. I'm Batman.
I once met a rich fellow who smelled of guano and pain.
Holmes, explain.
I deduce this deuce stain is Bruce Wayne.
Billionaire?
Yes, his wealth would allow this adversary of ours to afford the toys he needs.
Since he has no superpower.
You want to
Damn
battle
tag
back?
teaming
Bring
him.
it
And
back.
I heard he has a British butler.
Good. Then he'll be used to getting served by Englishmen. You're a rock vigilante black panty spud with no skill. My sidekick's a doctor.
Because his flows are so ill.
Shut
You're
up,
like Red and
nerds.
Matt.
I serve
Shut up,
justice, so
nerds.
eat it. My sidekick only comes around.
When he's needed. Boy, wonder, bigger wonder how your ass got killed. Like harder than those hounds down in Baskerville. I bust you with that whack rock repellent. Repeller build a snatcher build, and I might get a bit chillin'. Got a secret about your homegirl, Irene Adler. Back to my nest of Ben Parker splatter. Fiddle with a chop with a hey. Holy Conan Doyle, let's get him. Goddamn.
You're not smart. You're selfish. You endanger everyone's life. Why don't you let your boyfriend here go home to his wife? Nobody likes you. Not your brother, not your partner, not
Yeah,
your
Robin.
yard. You'll die alone with no friends except that needle in your arm.
Wow,
This
damn.
must register on an emotional level. First, exploit
Oh,
childhood
this is
tragedy.
the Robert Downey
Then
Jr.
gesture with
version.
pride. Watson finishes punchline. Next, acknowledge compliment. Conclude with killer catchphrase.
I believe your parents' homicide is why you mask your face. You're shamed and traumatized and haunted by the vast disgrace of watching like a passive waste as mama died and daddy was dispatched with hate. Holmes, you've cracked the
Wow.
case. Or a batshit crazy basket case.
Bloody good rhymes.
I've got tons. Dissing these dynamic douchebags was elementary, my dear Watson.
Wow. I like the beat of this too. Alright, so who won that? Man, that was pretty good. I feel like Batman, you know, first of all, he came out as this jock version of Batman, like, you know, nice hat, dork. Like, I wasn't expecting, you know, some type of high school jock Batman. He called them nerds and all that. Where did that come from? It was funny though, probably because I wasn't expecting it. But I feel like, you know, Holmes and Watson were tag teaming him, which, I mean, you know, Holmes and Watson is always together, so I can understand it. But when you have the battle called Batman versus Sherlock Holmes, you know, it seemed like if I was going based off of the Batman versus Sherlock Holmes, then I'd probably go to Batman, because I feel like Watson set up Sherlock for a lot of his stuff, and even some of his, like, Watson, like, because he have no superpower. He, you know, had some lines in there. Robin did come in later on, and you know, he had some good lines about Irene Adler, but they wasn't really working together. He just kind of came in, did his thing, and then he said he wanted to help, and then Batman was like, "Man, get the hell out of my way!" Like, with your whack rhymes, get out of here. And then he said the needle in your arm. You know, Sherlock Holmes definitely had a drug problem. So, but I like the deduction part. The rhyme for him doing the deduction, the rhyme was okay. But okay, if I'm picking a winner, taking the whole battle into account, I will give it to, and I'm gonna say it like this: I'm gonna give it to Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Because without Watson, Holmes would not have won this, in my opinion. But I'm gonna give it to Holmes and Watson. You know, I just think, you know, they were like red and meth. They were just going back and forth, and everything worked together. I just like the way that they did. And their lines were pretty tough too. Just a little. I think it was close though. Honestly, I think Batman didn't need Robin's help at all. He almost had it by himself. If he would have took the time to have a little bit more of his own rhymes and give Robin the lines, I might have gave it to him. But anyway, what do you guys think? I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you later. Peace out.
朝をむさぼり夜を吐き出し